Hey, this is Jack with ReciPal, and today we're going to talk about a big new feature release, our automated allergens. In the past, you'd set allergens at the recipe level. So when you were customizing your label, you'd check off which allergens applied to your recipe. With this new feature, allergens are now set at the ingredient level. So when you add ingredients to your recipe, it automatically populates the label with those allergens. Let's take a look at how that works. So we now have an allergens tab, which stores all the allergen information for your recipes. If we click on that, we can see the allergen information both at the recipe level and per each individual ingredient. Now, any new recipe you create will default to using the ingredients to set the allergens. But if you want to manually set the allergens for a recipe, you can just click that checkbox and then choose whatever allergens you want to assign to that recipe. What's important to note here is once you manually set the allergens, they're locked. So any changes to ingredients will no longer affect the allergens that show up on your label. You can also choose to edit the allergens associated with a specific ingredient. So if the butter you're using for some reason has sesame, you could add sesame as an allergen that's associated with that butter product. Now, what's important to keep in mind here is that this will update the allergen across all recipes that use that ingredient. Any recipes created before this update will be unaffected and will continue to use the recipe level allergens. For this recipe, I had never set allergens, so it keeps that locked. But if I uncheck the manually set allergens button, then it will use the ingredients to update the allergens. Now, another tool we built in is the ability to see all of your ingredient allergens at once. So if you click on the Edit All Ingredient Allergen page, you can see all of the ingredients, the allergens associated with them, and you can search and filter for any ingredients that you want to see so that you don't have to go into each recipe individually to adjust allergens. So the other thing you'll notice is the ability to disable manual editing across all recipes. So basically this would tell the system to use the ingredients to populate the allergens for even the old recipes in the system for everything you've got. Now, if you want to compare what that would do before turning that on, you could download all the recipe allergens, and in this CSV file, you'll see a comparison of the differences between the allergens populated by the ingredients and the allergens that are currently set on the recipe. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback, and we're going to continue to iterate on these features to make them as useful as possible for you. So please let us know what you think.